Welcome back. The first presidential debate will be broadcast live in a few days, Monday night, and it happens during Monday Night Football. Who better to talk about the game of competition than legendary basketball coach Bobby Knight. Bobby, great to see you.
It's nice to visit you,
Thank you so
ladies.
much for joining us. We appreciate it. You endorsed Republican nominee Donald Trump in April. You were early on. You've been a strong supporter. How are you feeling going into this debate for Donald Trump?
Well, I think that I think St. Donald has been pretty good lately. I think he really is working at a lot of different things. My thinking there is a simple one. You know, whoever this next president is, and I think we'll all be agreeable on this, is going to inherit a lot of problems. And that president, more than anything else, is going to have to be a problem solver. Now, Trump's background is very interesting. You know, he's beyond just being an American. He's an international figure, and he's had business enterprises all over the world. He's provided jobs for people all over the world. And when you get into that many different things, you're going to have problems. Like when I was a coach, and every time we played, prior to that game, I would look at that opposing team. Let's say we were playing Ohio State or whomever. I'd say, they've got a really good press, and we can't win if we don't defeat that press. Or they have a really good post offense, and if we let that guy score, we're going to get beat. It was my responsibility as a coach to solve the problems that our team was going to encounter during each game that we played. And that's how I look at Trump. I think he's responsible for how his team is going to play. Yeah. And I think that in his experiences, he brings the tools with him to be able to compete with anybody in the world and to be able to deal with these problems he's going to have.
I want to ask you more about that as we approach it. I want to ask you how he should be preparing, how you prepared the players before the big game. But first, I got to ask you about this controversy surrounding Colin Kaepernick. I mean, you're a patriot. We're all patriots, and many of us and some of the guests that come on the show are outraged that you know, kids are following. You're seeing kids in high school get on their knee. What do you think?
Well, my first thought would be that if I was the man in charge, he'd be looking for another job right now. You know, I wouldn't want that on my team. I wouldn't want that as something that we didn't need to pay any attention to. And it's taken away from what our objective, and that's winning, is. And to really discredit as a citizen of the United States is something beyond anything that I can understand. I mean, I don't know where in the world you could go, whether you're black, white, green, Indian, whatever the heck you are, and have a better opportunity to live than in the USA. That just boggles my mind.
Coach, we see Colin Kaepernick just a moment ago on the cover of Time magazine. Could you coach today in what the environment is? The 49ers have basically embraced this and said, it's okay to do this. How would you survive in today's...
Well, first of all, I would never, I'll be done rooting for the 49ers if that's their approach to things. I would, like most coaches, I think I was very selective in the kids that I recruited, and very proud of what they did. And I think that it isn't the first time one player in whatever the sport might be has affected the entire team. This has taken something away from the team. You know, now we've got to play so-and-so and so-and-so, and all we're hearing about is this and this and this.
Distraction.
And it takes away from everybody else on the team.
By the way, they say that the ratings are going to go down in the NFL if the NFL doesn't start doing something about this. People are mad.
Well, I would think so, and I would. My guess would be that whomever was in the hierarchy spot on that particular team, had he just said, go find another job, he would have overnight become the most popular person in America.
Yeah. Real quick, you had a basketball question.
Yeah, just really the important question. I think about the great teams, the undefeated season, the titles at Indiana, but that Texas Tech team that went to the Sweet 16, was that maybe among your proudest moments as a coach? Coach?
Let me tell you what I look back on with the greatest pride, and that was when I had the chance to coach at West Point.
Oh.
That was a different situation. I'm coaching kids that are going to be responsible for our safety when they graduate. And there wasn't anything that I always, my wife is a wonderful woman. She's very, very smart. She's my favorite person of all time. But she hates me to do this. So